What's going on, everybody? Back again with another video. We are here in the Prelude Project, gonna give you guys some updates, what's been going on, what's been happening. It's been months since we've done an update and show you guys what's been going on and exactly what happened to the Prelude Project. Or maybe you're new, and we'll talk about it and show you guys exactly what happened. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright guys, so here we are in the Prelude. I wanted to show you guys a little bit what happened. Talk real quick about it. So probably about November of 2018, the transmission, come to find out the transmission came apart. The drive axle portion of the transmission came apart. Sounded like rocks coming apart. It originally sounded like the catalytic converter came loose because it just sounded like rocks were cutting through and just beating, banging around. So originally thought it was the catalytic converter, which I knew needed to be replaced, but I didn't, I knocked it out to see if that may have helped, but that didn't actually help and solve anything. So come to find out, we diagnosed it and figured out that the transmission drive axle was coming apart. And that being said, I'd lost reverse gear. You put it in reverse and it wouldn't do anything. If you try to put it in gear, it just did not really, it struggled to try to go anywhere. And if it tried to shift out of first, it just sounded god awful. So here we are, guys. I'm going to show you guys, and she lives again. She'll ride again. We're going to go and take you guys through what's happened and some updates of what all we've done. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here we are, guys. Originally, what we did find is this is the original motor in this vehicle, which I did not believe it was. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys started up here. So all our lights pretty much go out. The check engine light's still coming on. I cleared it recently. The check engine light's still trying to come on because of the EGR ports. The H22s and the Preludes are notorious for their intakes and EGR valves and ports coming apart, well, really dirtying up and everything, and they just get really carbon filled. It's just notorious about these Preludes and these Hondas. So as you guys see, there's 229 on the clock. I've probably put about 60 miles on this transmission so far. So far so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and we'll show you guys up underneath the hood and how she sounds. All right, guys, so here we are underneath the hood. So we still got the quarter intake. Still hasn't been on here very long. Hasn't really put too many miles on it since this has been installed. Recently, this was already here before the transmission was done. So I just put the transmission in it last week. So still need to tune up. I'm still looking for this piece here, the wire cover set. As you notice, it's running a lot quieter, a lot smoother. There's not a whole lot of tapping and exhaust noise. It's running like a VTEC dual overhead fan H22A4 should run. So she's running much better. I had to change out the power steering pump, not this time around. I don't have any charge over that. I'll be changing this one out because it's an aftermarket one. I've got another one brand new to go in here. This is working fine right now, but a later date will be back. So to show you guys, just got done detailing it. So to kind of come here, I've got the original stock wheels still on here. I'm looking for some ideas. Maybe you guys have some ideas for wheels. These are just some cheap tires that were already on here when I got it. I'm just going to run these rubbers for a little while until I find some decent wheels that I like. You can kind of see there's the clear coat's kind of eventually coming off right here in this area. So it's really kind of coming off in different little spots. Some of the other wheels are pretty bad. We've done new front outer tie rods. We've done lower ball joints. We've done steering boots. All that stuff was definitely worn out. I'll get you guys some pictures maybe in the next video of that. So let's turn it off and we'll talk about some more. All right, so if you guys didn't understand that part, it's got all new lower ball joints, outer tie rod ends, steering boots for the rack and pinion because they were separated and pretty much broken, just old and brittle. Put new steering boots, tie rod ends, ball joints. I was going to do the radius arm bushings, but I didn't do those, and I didn't do the uppers or the struts. I'm probably going to eventually put some coilovers on here, maybe get some ideas of what I want to do yet. So I did the rear main seal as well while I was already in there, even though the rear main seal wasn't bad. I think whoever put the transmission in last of the used transmission, they did the rear main seal, so it wasn't original. It wasn't leaking, but I was already there. Why not go ahead and do it when I was already there? So that being said, guys, it got new axle seals as well. I'll show you guys some pictures of what happened when we put the transmission in, and one of the axle seals was already leaking, so I had to go back in and change those. Well, I had to change the CV axles as well because the right front, or the passenger side, it literally like separated in part of disassembly. So we got that changed, got brand new CV axles as well, both sides. The driver's side came apart internally. Usually you can kind of press them back in, but the joints inside came apart, so I had to change that one as well. So that being said, it's got a lot of new front end parts. It rides a lot smoother. You got to get some new tires and some new rims. That's definitely on the list. And we'll do some content of the EGR cleaning because they are a pain. You got to drill and tap out the caps and pull them out with a slide hammer. Go in and scrape them out. Or if you really want to go the hard route and pull the whole intake manifold out, do it that way. But the service information for this actually tells you to pull the caps off and do it that way because that's how it was designed. Stupid, but you know, that's just how it goes. So we're going to be driving this for a little bit. I've been driving my other car because this one's been down for a little while. And that being said, we're going to be doing some updates and projects with this. If you guys have ideas and comments and stuff, leave them down in the comment section below so we can maybe talk about them, discuss them. If you guys want to hit me up in the emails, I'll leave my email in the description below, so check that out. Also, we did the catalytic converter. Like I said before, we did knock it out and get that pretty much deleted, but it didn't help or solve anything. I don't live anywhere where I have emissions, so it doesn't really matter for me. So I didn't want to run a straight pipe, and I didn't want to have to cut and hack. I used a MagnaFlow direct fit. Sounds much better, sounds much healthier than it did before. It has a little bit more pep in its step, I should say. It doesn't sound like it's trying to choke out, except, you know, if you try to hit it wide open and then try to kill it with a throttle. That's mainly because the EGR system has got to be cleaned again. I did the EGR cleaning once before already to the actual EGR valve, but I did not do the ports. That was my first step because the EGR was clogged pretty bad and was definitely restricted. So I'm assuming that the ports are definitely restricted as well. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it there. If you guys have ideas, I wanted to show you guys and share with you guys what kind of updates we had for the Prelude project. She lives again. We'll do some videos of rides, and eventually we'll get this thing looking great, and let's make Prelude project great again. So without further ado, we'll see you guys in the next one. Till next time, guys, we'll see you later on.